Welcome everyone to IWF's The Prison Yard. We're returning for Season 3, the start of a new era in the IWF. And do we have some surprises in store for you today? Stay tuned for IWF's new and improved The Prison Yard. Welcome to IWF. I'm Sam Antonio.
I'm Greg.
And I'm Steve.
Well, fellas, here we are again for the start of the third IWF season, and it is a doozy.
Yes, we decided to go during this season more traditional backyard wrestling and actually use the backyard instead of a ring this time.
You know, some people say that the front yard is the more appropriate milieu for something like this, but if you're gonna backyard wrestle, you use the backyard.
Yeah, and you know, there's been all kinds of, there's all kinds of rumors that still haven't been revealed yet. IWF, from what I hear, is planning on touring more this season, and hence why we're out in Dayton, Texas today. Beautiful people in attendance today.
Shithole.
There we go. All right, and
we're here for the food.
Here for the feud,
the free buffet afterwards.
The feud and the large women.
But yeah, and you can see not a typical IWF ring, but I think that's part of the touring gimmick, from what I understand, is that they're going to be having different battle arenas this season.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
It actually sounds like a good new twist, something that we lack most of the time, but a twist is always great.
Sounds to me like a low-income company trying to find some way to make themselves relevant in the internet wrestling market.
Steve,
I'm of course talking about IWF.
Steve, you promised you wouldn't do that this time. All right, without further ado, let's get this show in a row. I think we got a special announcement from our GM, the officer, on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am here. I am Greg, and we are about to start off the prison yard. Marcus is on his way out, is what I'm hearing. He should be coming any minute. The wrestling fans are ready for this. They've been waiting all day. And you know that music. You know exactly who that is. The evil owner of IWF, Marcus, the officer.
Boo!
Boo this man. Boo! Obviously the fans do not like this guy. So,
Get off the stage!
boo! This guy right here has no morals. No morals.
Boo!
Holding his championship. Oh, look at that. Just degrading.
Very degrading.
A humping motion in the air. I mean, come on. Have some class.
Cut. Woo! How you doing, Dayton?
Boo!
You're too kind. What a difference a year can make. IWF Season 3 in Dayton, Texas. It doesn't get any better than that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is true. New season, new setting. As you can see, here's today's battle arena. And the rumors are true. We are going to have different arenas for several of our shows. Well,
How innovative.
thing is, this is a start of a new era. We want to take IWF into the next level of evolution. It's only natural that with this evolution comes new specimens. Yeah, the comet hit and we got rid of those dinosaurs like the Stalkmeister, Big Scheist, the Man Eric Spellman,
I don't even remember those guys.
Moneymaker Mike, who I was gonna extend the olive branch and let him come out to our show, but he chickened out.
Wow.
And
Boo!
he hurt himself too. But I still count that on the same level. I mean, evolution is about superior
That just sounds like
specimens.
classic IWF
And
athletes.
you know what? Screw it. Let's kick this show off. I want to introduce you to our newest specimen. I'm so excited. I can't even contain myself. The hottest free agent in the wrestling scene. The rumors were true. IWF secured him. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the collegiate superstar, DeAndre Worthington.
Wow, I've been hearing a lot of talk on the internet about this guy, DeAndre Worthington. He's a 5-star athlete, a true blue chipper. Here he is, DeAndre.
Pro wrestling in college where he's won nothing but gold.
Look at this guy.
See that?
An Oxford grad, an Oxford athlete. He won the 4x4 by himself. The other 3 guys didn't even run.
Yeah.
He literally raced the entire team.
In fact, he did on track. He did the baton run, and he did it all by himself. He didn't even pass it.
The Ivy League Athlete of the Year, DeAndre.
Congratulations, son. Welcome to the IWF.
It's my pleasure. I'm here. This is my debut. I'm kind of nervous, but hey, I'm here to make an impact.
You've got nothing to be nervous about, son. You're gonna go places. This is what I'm talking about. This is the athletes of the new tomorrow. This right here, DeAndre Worthington, is the embodiment of what the IWF is going to be into the future.
Boo.
Thank you.
Some fans happy, some fans mad,
Make a mistake.
but this is a
I'm here
big
to kick
splash in
ass.
free agency.
I'm here to kick ass, take names, taking my fist, rubbing it across people's lips, taking my boots, sticking them straight up their ass. My name is Andre Worthington, and nobody is gonna stop me from becoming the best there is. No disrespect to Bret Hart, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
I couldn't have said it better.
Boo. Just total
Don't boo
disrespect.
me. Don't boo me.
No,
Don't boo me.
Boo.
they do
Ivy
this
League
all the
sucks.
time. They do this all the time. They love me here in Dayton.
Boo.
We got a running joke going. No, I'm just so proud and I'm so jazzed about this acquisition. You have no idea what this means to the future of this company. And I'd like to extend my gratitude to you.
Wait,
Wait, who's this?
Who's this people?
I hear somebody's entrance music. Who's coming up here?
Very mysterious.
who is this guy?
I don't know, but I wouldn't want to mess with him in a dark alley. He looks very intimidating. Isn't that right, Greg?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Whoa, there's some tension here. There's some tension here.
I'd like to apologize for the interruption.
Wait a minute.
This is-
Stop.
This is
Who is this guy?
This is Brutus the Destructor, one of the other independent superstars that we acquired.
Oh, we've heard a lot about that guy.
Brutus the ass kisser. You come out here and interrupt my debut? Who in the hell do you think you are? Do you know who I am? I am the most awesome human being on the face of this planet, and you decide to come out here and step into the ring and interrupt me? You get out of my face, my friend. You should be lucky I'm allowing you to stand in this ring. with me.
Now,
A lot of tension here.
Now, Mr. Destructor, sir, get. Let's not start things off on the wrong foot here. This is a new IWF season, and I do respect your skills, and I'm glad that you saw fit to make the IWF your home. But I can't stress how thankful we are that you are here to help us usher in a new era.
Thank you.
And in light of getting rid of all those dinosaurs like Eric the Man Spellman, I have officially stripped that man of the Intercontinental title. Not that he was worthy of having it in the first place. And I'd like to declare you the new Intercontinental Champion of the new IWF.
Boo! Just hand it to him.
Whoa, hold on.
You have to earn titles. You don't be given titles.
Hold the phone. What is going on here? Well, we needed a new IWF champion, and I feel that Mr. Worthington here is
Whoa.
First of all,
You obviously look confused because you look very stupid right now. This man recognizes a real champion when he sees one. I didn't have to earn. I didn't have to win. Oh, keep your hands off me. This man is a classic man.
I appreciate the fact that you joined the IWF. Like I said, we need new blood here. But there's one thing you got to understand. You do not put your hands on me. I am the man in charge here. And you know what? You know what?
Let me take him on. Let me take him on.
Things getting out of hand in the
Let me kick
IWF.
his ass and put his ass in place so he can and let him realize.
Real
that
cocky
he's
guy this guy is.
Yes, he is, most certainly.
He's only from the Ivy League.
He still hasn't even had a first
I
match.
mean,
to make it better. Put my Intercontinental Championship on the line.
Oh, wow.
First Intercontinental champion never have a
I'm
match?
serious, that's
Yep.
a heart attack. My hand going across his lips, foot straight up his ass. I'm going all out today to make my debut here in the IWF. Wait, is it IWC?
IWF.
In the IWF.
You know, both ICW contracts are here. It's easy to get that confused.
Yes, I can see that.
I knew I made the right choice in signing you, son. You want it, you got it. Tonight, for the Intercontinental title, it will be the Andre Worthington, the Intercontinental Champion, against Brutus the
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a
Tonight-
tense
oh,
match.
intense
These two
match.
new free agents,
Now,
well, not
if
free
you'll
agents
excuse
anymore,
me, gentlemen,
Yes.
but they're going to wrestle head to head.
I have
Nice.
further announcements to make. So,
Intercontinental title.
please go ahead and step out.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Disruptor, you may.
Looks like the officer defused that bomb. And we'll have an awesome match tonight.
I feel that
Can't you feel it in the air?
yes,
Can't you feel it in the air?
I can feel it.
Well, I've got another announcement. Ever since the last show, which was the IWF Presents ICW Viral,
Yep.
there have been rumors as to what exactly was going to happen between both companies' collective futures. Well, I'm glad to inform you that through some strategizing, I, Marcus the Officer Perez, have acquired certain contracts within the ICW,
Roster, I believe he was.
and from now on, you will be seeing ICW wrestlers in an IWF ring.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
it's really good.
You
He's
can say what you
adding.
will about the officer, but he's a good businessman.
He's a good
Well,
businessman.
I feel that it's only fair that the IWF, the blossoming, vibrant, new age organization that has surpassed all other feds, be generous and give back to the little guy, ICW, which, by the way, was run into horse manure.
Oh, God. What an insult on that. And me, a former... Who is this? This sounds like Keith Tremblay. He's here. He seems to be limping, actually. That can't be good.
You may have my contract. Well, by the way, if you're wondering what happened to my leg, I did tear it on the set of No Country for Old Wrestlers, but, you know, in about 8-9 months, I will be wrestling again. You understand that? And you may have my contract, but my agent told me on the phone just now, I have a clause in there where I can quit anytime I want. So, let's not get too cocky here, okay?
Look, pal. I don't know who the hell you think you are.
Keith Tremblay. 1-3 gold
Is
monkeys.
that supposed to impress me? Let's look at your
Three
resume
gold
of
monkeys
films.
are very
Just
prestige.
last summer, the quote-unquote blockbuster, Honey, I Blew Up My Scrotum came out, and no one went out to go see that. Then we had the follow-up to that, which was Aliens versus Predators versus Lesbians. That sure worked. Everybody went to all families went to go see that one.
Listen, look, I already fired that agent, okay? That agent's gone. I have a new agent. And it was Honey, I Wrestled the Kids. Let's get that straight, okay? Now,
And let's talk about your sex video.
whoa.
Yes. Very, very pressing stuff and used all
What
over
was that?
NBC.
You know,
Keith
That
Tremblay
was a
sex
stunt penis.
tape.
That was not mine.
for a while,
Okay?
for,
And
Stunt cock.
it was cold.
It was
for
a stunt
while-
cock,
for a while-
allegedly.
For a while, I thought they were blurring out the genitalia in the video, but it turns out that his partner was Honey Boo Boo's mom.
Hey, you know, big girls need some loving, you know? For the money, I'll take the part. Now listen.
You know, he left out.
You forgot about my blockbuster from 2 years ago,
11.
The Dark Knight
Yes.
Wrestles. I mean,
And,
come on. You gonna hate on that movie?
17.
Okay, you know what?
I mean,
To hell with it. Okay,
to be nominated would have been nice.
you work for me now. Let's get that straight. You
True.
work for me now. I
We
own
all
your
work for him.
contract.
That's
And
true. ICW
If
exists,
I
but
say
it has no
you're gonna
people.
wrestle tonight,
What? No. Look at my. I had major knee surgery. I tore my patella tendon. I can't wrestle for a long time. At least
I don't
8
even think
months
he
to
can spell
rehab
patella
left.
tendon.
I don't
that
think
has
so
got to
either.
be the
Hollywood,
biggest pussyfoot
Keith
injury I've
Tremblay
ever seen.
may be a great
in the
wrestler.
entire
I
But he is
world.
not a
dislocated
great
my
speller.
kneecap.
That's just a flesh wound. So you're gonna get your ass in the ring. If I say you're gonna get your ass in the ring,
Hey, do I come in?
which,
I didn't even bring my stunt double tonight. You gonna make me do this? You gonna
Oh,
lay
you're
this
gonna
crap
do it.
on me?
you didn't seem to have any trouble when you were with the Honey Boo Boo's mom. So you're gonna do that tonight with people that are a third the weight of that woman.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make you look stupid. As stupid as I looked in that porno film. So be it. So be it, officer. You'll get your comeuppance.
Get out of my ring, you gimp. All right, now I apologize. I was rudely disrupted there. I'm trying to get the image of all that sweat and fat rolling all over the place. As I was saying, we have ICW on the IWF roster. I've acquired the contracts of Keith Tremblay, the fantastic Daniel Dorton, but my personal favorite, Marvin Hassan. Yes, Marvin Hassan, who, by the way, I allowed to go ahead and take vacation time for all the great work he did to that sad excuse of a man, Kevin Charisma. I mean, Kevin had to learn the hard way that there's only one big fish in the sea, and that's the officer. So, Kevin, while he's up in his hot...
Thank you. Now, I'm sorry I had to interrupt you while you're running your mouth about me, but I am still the ICW champion. I am still the #1 internet champion, and I'm still the best in the entire backyard wrestling scene.
Yeah. That title in about a quarter will get you a cup of coffee anywhere. Let me tell you, ICW's belts don't mean squat for me right now, at least until I decide what I want to do with them. So, is there any particular reason you came out here to whine?
All right, today marks the first day of season 3. Today marks the first day that IWF and ICW are together as one in one league.
Sort of.
Sort of, in a way. But what I want to know is what's going to become of the ICW championship.
As I said, you'll know what happens to that belt when I feel like... Hell, I could go ahead and put it as my buffet plate if I want to, and you ain't gonna say a damn thing about it.
Honey Boo Boo would like that. Honey Boo Boo's mother.
So, actually, you know what? I'm glad you came out here tonight. I was starting to think that after that last thrashing that me and Hassan gave you, you had left the country with your tail between your legs. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put you in a match tonight to prove that you're going to live up to the hype around your contract in a match against that gimp, Keith Tremblay.
Wow, I can't believe he's actually going to go through with that and actually make him wrestle.
Honestly, against a gimp, the world champion, or whatever it is this is going to be, your buffet, whatever you want. But this is the final match. Why against a gimp?
Because I feel like it.
Wow.
And because I am the officer. And because I am the smartest man in this federation. And because I am the richest man in this federation. And because I'm your new boss now. And because what I say goes. So get your ass in that locker room and get ready to do what I tell you.
What a tyrant. This officer is out of hand. Jeez.
So with that, enjoy the show, Dayton.
Boo. Whoa.
Oh,
Repo Man.
Officer. Now, you may have bought all of ICW's contracts, but what you forgot is that I took a little time off as a free agent to go to Afghanistan to repossess some freedoms from a bunch of terrorist sons of bitches that don't look much different from you. Now you can tell the whole world how you're a big fish in a small pond, and I see by your belly that you've gotten bigger. Now, but what you can't tell this whole world is how you never beat the repo man. You never escaped collections.
These are facts.
And I'm gonna prove that tonight. You see, you've set everybody else up with a match. You've thrown out the
Hold it right there.
Now, excuse me. A winner is talking. An American winner
hold
is
on
talking.
right now. Hold on right now. Hold on a second. Let's back the truck up. Back the truck up. Do you remember? You came from nothing. You won your contract in a bingo hall. And somehow you ended up with this. Were you one of Tremblay's stunt doubles? Or his fluffer, from what I heard on the internet?
Listen, man. Take the jelly donut out of your Paul Blart, Rent-A-Cop, Jagaloon looking Mexican ass and listen
Wow.
to me for a second. I'm coming away with that belt tonight, regardless of how I got my contract, regardless of all the poverty that I came up from, that I beat and collected my way and repoed my way out of, to take that and to collect that belt in your ass because you have not paid the dues.
Wow.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Hold on a second.
And
All right.
Repo Man has left the building for
All right.
now.
Boss gets no respect.
You want it, you got it. Tonight, for the IWF title, I show the world what a pathetic loser you are.
Wow.
I wipe you from my boot.
Woo!
Bet on
We get a
that.
title championship match tonight. This is huge. We have a huge episode. We'll be right back after these commercials.
All right, Sam Antonio here. God, that is, what do you got to say about that? That was just insane, the amount of build-up for this show, the first season.
Very first season's got to have a lot of build-up if we want to catch that fan in the internet crowd over there on YouTube.
And so much talent in the ring in just the first few minutes. The Officer, DeAndre Worthington, Brutus the Destructor, Kevin Charisma, Keith Tremblay, and even the Repo Man coming to respond to those battles that him and the Officer had on online.
Oh yes, if you had looked just on Facebook alone, those chats are getting a little too explicit for what I could say on this camera right now.
Well, it's only going to get more heated from here. But let's kick the show off with some wrestling action with two new debuts tonight. First, on his way to the ring, the Collegiate All-Star, DeAndre Worthington, the Intercontinental Champion.
This is definitely one of my favorite choices. I'm glad he decided to pick such a talented, super young superstar to kind of change things around in our federation here.
Wow, yeah, and I mean, forget his allegiance with the Officer that we've seen so far. This kid could have ended up anywhere and would have been successful.
I mean, he could have been wrestling for a gold medal right now over in the Olympics 2012.
Yeah, in fact, that actually was going to happen, but he did get sidelined with an injury.
Oh, and that's why he's here. Thank God. He's here.
All right, and I think his opponent is going to be coming out here pretty shortly. And yes, that's his music.
It's very, very mysterious.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring from parts unknown, Brutus the Destructor.
Disturbed. Very disturbed.
He struck his ass. Destructor.
And this young man here is coming to us from parts unknown. We don't have a resume from him. We have nothing, and somehow.
All we know is that he's been on the indie fed for a while, and a lot of the wrestlers he's been in matches with have been retired. He's been banned from several other federations because of his brutality. I mean, that's where he earned his nickname, the Destructor. For a long time, a lot of people thought that it was just him paying homage to like wrestlers that came before, like Killer Kowalski and whatnot. But no, he lives up to his name. He is a Destructor. Two clashes of styles here. One big man and one fast technological wrestler here. Let's see what happens. And it looks like we're going to be getting a ref here. And it looks like, yes, the Intercontinental title will be on the line. And there's the bell. And see, the new ring here is going to be interesting to see how these wrestlers play up. Of course, they're more used to the yard. The traditional yard has been seen in the previous IWF. But
another referee patting him
another
down.
referee.
He probably definitely won't want
see,
to
even
get...
new wrestling attire for the referees too, or sorry, new ref attire, I should say.
So is this the Destructor? Is he a biter, a lot like Killer Kowalski?
I honestly don't know. I do know that a lot of his tactics have led to severe injuries on the parts of his opponents, but I'm sure biting would not be beneath him.
I've heard he once killed a man.
Really?
Yes.
No, he's good, he's
I
clean.
heard he once killed a man. Like, he literally ripped his heart out and dipped the heart.
Without using a hand even from, I think that's the same rumor I heard.
Tactics here by
He's kicking the leg.
DeAndre,
Get up,
the
boy.
collegiate
Get up, boy.
athlete.
Get up,
He pulling a little deflection with the ref there.
Yep,
See that? Check his boot, check his leg, check this, check that.
Into a vertical suplex, sends
needs
down
to
the
check
Destructor.
himself.
He's already going
Destructor
for the
going for the pin. Looks like is he one? Well,
Oh, and he pulled him off.
I think he let it go, even though he was touching that barrier. It looks like he's falling out of it.
barrier
So
now.
if he's out of the barrier, does he get counted out? Is that the new
The
rule?
ref's got to, yes.
New season of IWF versus...
Well, I mean, with a lot of new arenas, a lot of rules being ad-libbed here for the first show. I mean, you're going to be getting the kinks. Everybody's getting the kinks out, even the rest of the referees.
This particular one is called the Biodome. And in the Biodome, you're only allowed to wrestle within the red square, from what you can see. The slams should be slammed onto the mattress, but you know, who can control really where you slam someone?
Little known fact also is that the ring can be seen from the air, which is why the referee is wearing highlighter yellow to avoid any crash landings from helicopters.
Unwanted air traffic.
And so they don't get confused that this is not a runway.
Yes.
Although that would make for some great, interesting wrestling action. But okay, in the middle right now we have Worthington's got him in a camel clutch, and he's not breaking the hold.
No, he's out of the
like he's touching
barrier.
the barrier, though.
So he's got the barrier.
The ref was paying attention.
Yes.
Maybe he's blinded by his yellow shirt.
He's touching the barrier. What is going on here? This is just the tactics I didn't see coming from him, actually. He,
You see this matchmaking
I don't
here,
think Destructor looks like
IWF
Destructor
commissioner,
kicked
the
in the
officer
rib.
here. You can tell that he's really he's picking on the young guys, bringing them in, putting them through the ringer, making them fight each other, not giving them anything substantial. I mean, yes, the Intercontinental title is on the line, but when's the last time an IWF Intercontinental title meant anything?
Well, I mean, some really qualified wrestlers have carried it. In fact, the last time, that it was very thoroughly defended was by Moneymaker Mike, who in turn won the World Heavyweight title from the Officer in his first ever title
I
attempt.
mean, to be sure, maybe back in the day, the Intercontinental Championship had its prestige, but I mean, I would equate that these days like the TV championship of the late 80s in WCW. I mean, sure, the Honky Tonk Man carried it, and he went on to win the World Championship, but, I mean, do you really equate the two? I mean, talent in one era is not always equal to talent in another era.
Yes.
And you see that
Well, you
the
might have a
IWF
point there.
is in a vicious rebuilding stage in that it's buying up all of ICW properties, Repo Man excluded. And really, honestly, Repo Man's the only contract that IWF doesn't hold.
Oh, yes, yes.
Well, a lot of that remains to be seen. Sorry. Don't mean to get away from the action here.
Those kicks are deadly. You can hear them.
Worthington just putting to, and another one sends him down. Brutus, I think, was not expecting this level of brutality from Worthington, and to the spine. Sending Destructor down and into again, and oh, repeated shots.
Hicks. My God, is the ref going to stop it?
Yes.
My God. My God.
According to
Hooks the leg. Looks like it's a 1, 2, and no.
Oh, it's a 2 count.
according to one of the rules of the Biodome as well, is you can only have your opponent in a dominant position for 5 seconds at the most. A dominant position would be anywhere from stomping to completely mounting your opponent. You cannot have them down there for more than 5 seconds.
You can only mount for 5 seconds?
You can only mount for 5 seconds.
That's not a very fun prom night.
Not, but it gets the job done. Am I right, guys?
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Especially if your name's Hollywood Keith Tremblay.
Yes.
he's hoisted him up. Looks like into a Samoan drop.
Slam, my God.
I'm sure right now the officer is grinning eye to eye, or sorry, 2. No.
2.
Well, okay, maybe he is grinning eye to eye. How impressed he is with the acquisition. Not only is he getting athleticism, but he's getting brutality. That's right up the officer's alley.
You know, the way I see the officer is he's like a dog, chasing cars. He just does things.
He wouldn't know what to do if he ever caught one.
Yes, he doesn't know what to do. He's just doing things. It might make him happy, but he's just doing things.
Just reminds me of a guy with brand new money
nice.
that buys everything because he can.
Nice shoulder tackles here from.
I own you now.
Yeah.
Nice shoulder tackles here from the Destructor. Looks like he's mounting a comeback into a spine buster.
Is this it?
This could be it, folks.
Oh, new Intercontinental
1,
champion.
2,
Almost means nothing.
and a
Oh,
kick
he
out.
kicks at it too. My God.
He's trying to get a hold of him. There
Through
he
the
goes.
Destructor into a roll up. 1, 2.
2, 3.
Oh no, the tights.
Could have held him for 5.
He had some tights there. Let's get the official word here. The winner of this bout, DeAndre Worthington. And it looks like the reigning Intercontinental Champion remains with that title that was given him by the officer, actually earning that match. I mean, I use the word earning loosely, as he did do a cheap roll-up. And
Anytime you grab tights, Sam,
Wait,
anytime
cheer.
you grab tights, it's a sad day because you know that the person just realizes that he doesn't have what it takes to compete. Brutus may have been able to overcome it had he not had his tights held.
I think he
It's an
found an
unfair
athlete that's on
advantage.
par with him, and he was scared, so he had to cheat to win.
Yeah, it looks like
I mean, I guess
Destructor.
that's what you learn in college.
Destructor looks a little, discouraged, but at the same time, he also looked a little frustrated. I've heard you really don't want to be on the ugly side of the Destructor from what we've heard from the indie feds, and I doubt we've seen the last of those two
He's
going
come
at
back
it.
stronger, meaner,
More
and
destructive.
really pissed at DeAndre.
Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be back after this. All right, welcome back to IWF. As you can see, we've got a little bit of nightfall here, but we got it covered.
Whenever you wrestle in the backyard, you got to do things to make it work. You can't always rely on the sun because the sun is a fickle bitch, and he does not like to come out every day. You know what I'm saying?
Steve, you said you weren't going to make a scene.
Listen, I can't always be held to my promises, okay? I get so fired up about backyard wrestling that sometimes things come out and sometimes I say things that I shouldn't, but I would like to say that...
So you can't be held to your promises. I guess Mrs. Steve at home can attest to that, right?
Well, let's not bring her into this because I don't feel like getting yelled at again tonight.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm Sam Antonio here, along with Steve, and we're actually introducing for the first time ever a Spanish commentator with us. Our friend all the way from Tocula, Mexico, Ben Dejo. Ben, it's good to have you here.
Oh, gracias. Gracias por tenerme aquí.
I don't know what he said.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this next match underway. Introducing first, from Hollywood, California, Hollywood, Keith Tremblay. Well, Steve, I really don't know what to make of this next match here. Hollywood is not supposed to be wrestling tonight.
Well, no, but the officer, he, in his rage and shame and embarrassment, he decided to make Keith Tremblay wrestle because he wanted to show him who was the boss. Now, what he doesn't understand is that Keith Tremblay actually played in the movie Who's the Boss? I Am You Sorry Sack of Poop. And he's going to just show everybody what he did when he was Ham McClain in that movie.
And
Listen,
I'm not going to sit here and cry about how I got stuck in a match after tearing my kneecap less than a month ago. Even though I can't cry in command because I've done it many times in many movies.
That he has.
But
Die Hard 17.
I have a new movie an idea I'm going to pitch, and I think the Officer Perez will be perfect for it. It's actually a documentary. Because Perez, I know about you, officer. I know how you are. We're actually going to have a documentary about you and what you do to little girls, those 12-year-old girls. It's going to be called There Will Be Blood, officer. Yeah.
Shocking accusation.
Anyway, I talked to Kevin Cruz backstage. He's going to try not to hurt my knee. He's going to go for other body parts. He's a good man. He's going to get a cameo in one of my movies. That's all I got to say.
Well, I hope for his sake, he's right, and that Charisma isn't entirely too, doesn't get too carried away.
You know, is it just me or does Keith Tremblay look an awful lot like the referee in the last match?
Well, you know, with the lights being dimmed down and the night, I mean, this can be seen from space, so we don't want any random space shuttles crashing into the
space, 'cause I can't see it from here.
bootleg. All right, up next is I guess we're gonna get our next wrestler out here. On his way to the ring, Kevin Charisma. Well, he's on his way here, and you hear the crowd.
He's very charismatic. He's so charismatic it doesn't even have to dress for the occasion. You know, I just noticed that he comes out and he wears what he wants and he does what he wants, and it doesn't matter because he's the #1 internet wrestler, and you really can't deny that. And I mean, you can tell it on different continents, and you can tell it with all sorts of confidence. But what you can't do is deny, even in Spanish.
So, I mean, now I got to ask you, Steve, what do you think about this whole thing that the officer said about the ICW titles not being worth anything until he says so?
Well, you know, the thing about that is, can you tell, can the President of the United States say that Fort Knox doesn't have any gold? Can he say that the gold doesn't matter? Of course he can't say that because he doesn't have that kind of authority. The President may be able to run the country, and the officer may be able
That's how I know
to run
do my role.
Action!
Ding, 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 ding.
the Federation, but what he can't do is say that gold isn't gold and that championships aren't championships.
All right, looks like we're underway here. Nice friendly handshake there to start it off, and it looks like so
Oh,
far.
and it goes directly for the knee.
Well, I don't think he looks like he didn't mean to do it.
I think he can't help his better instincts of attacking the weak body part. You see, Kevin Charisma's always been that guy that he just goes for what he knows is going to hurt, and he goes for the win.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see the internal struggle just on his, written across his face there. He really wants to be at his best, but at the same time, he doesn't want to hurt his fellow ICW wrestler there.
Well, I'll tell you right now that when the championship is on the line, it's all enemies, regardless, ICW, IWF, IW Marks Jewelers. It's all enemies when the jewelry is on the line.
It looks like, inverts it into a 1, 2, and looks like reversal. 1, wait, no shoulders down. Grabs the legs. Looks like he's turning him. Oh, no, he was going to do it, but he changed his mind. I guess the sportsmanship is going to be a major factor here. Now look at him. He's in there. A couple of strikes to the head.
God, are we going to have somebody to count for these guys? Is there going to be a 1, 2, 3, or is it going to end in a draw?
Into a vertical suplex. And I think that Keith Tremblay may have hurt himself there. He heard a grunt.
And we're not talking about his porn.
Steve, get out of here. Into a scoop slam. And down. Oh, when he did catch that leg on the way down.
It's just pure hell watching Keith Tremblay go through this. I mean, I know that he's a bit of an actor, and even when he's healthy in the ring, he's a bit of a drama queen. But you could just tell on his face that it's pure hell for him to do this right now, because his knee really is legitimately tore up. And I mean, when you tear your patella tendon, I mean, I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's dangerous because it's a big word and I can't even spell it.
Wait a minute, looks like 1, 2, and we had a random referee guy just ran in. Yeah, and okay, now
I don't know where that referee came from.
random referee just ran back in again. Who was that hooded ref?
This
Into an armbar.
new ref is kind of hard to see.
Excruciating armbar.
Did you speak Spanish?
Whoa, my God. His Spanish starting to sound like English. I must be drunk.
Switch back real quick again.
Qué patada de eso.
What the hell was
I
that
don't even
crap?
know what he's saying. Sounds like a terrorist plotting an attack. Oh, wait, there's the ref.
And into working that knee on the back. Tremblay actually turning it around, getting some
Looks like
offensive
he's got
in
an
now.
offense.
Hitting Charisma across the chest.
Not an
Hopefully he's
offense,
not
better than
bleeding
how to
inside
do
it.
with his mom.
And going for the, looks like, could it
How is
be?
he doing that on his knee? Maybe.
And, oh wait, no, it collapses on command down to the, and he picks him up.
Maybe his knee injury really isn't a knee injury. Maybe it's a fake knee injury.
Oh, what a DDT, dropping Charisma down.
I don't know what the ref is doing.
1, 2, and
Oh,
That's a two.
salió dos.
boy, shut up. Into the,
Dos patadas.
it sounds mildly arousing, Bendejo, that you're over here talking in my ear. That
You know,
subtle
I
noise.
kind of want to be the one whose ear he's talking into. To be quite frank with you.
In, he said Frank, and into a DDT. You know, Bendejo, I'm sorry, I apologize to the fans at home. Bendejo brought us all tequila shots, and oh, nice close. We're not commentating with our 100%.
I find that I work
Effectiveness.
better on tequila. I find that it brings more emotion and raw material to my material.
And a nice chop sends Keith down. I think that leg is starting to affect him. He said he didn't move from that spot.
I don't know. He
Sends
seemed
him
like
back
he was
down.
supporting the weight of Kevin Charisma on his knee.
Sends him back down. And it looks like Keith is making a comeback now.
I think somebody should check that knee. Oh my God! It looks like
Ahorita viene el oficial.
I don't know what's going on here.
No está.
All I see is a big guy beating up on a little guy,
Es un panzón gordo.
and all I hear is Spanish in my ear. I think I've gone to Mexico. Am I really that drunk? Does tequila make you speak Spanish?
Sí.
I understood that. And he's working the leg. Kevin Charisma said he'd never do it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and he taps. Oh my God, he taps. And he's not letting go. He's not letting go. My God.
¿Qué está pasando?
My God.
No lo puedo creer.
Will it stop? The tension is palpable. Oh my God, it looks like Kevin Charisma has joined forces with the officer. Oh my God.
Is dead.
Oh my God. I don't even think.
Oh, no. ¿Qué está pasando? Han tirado el referee. Y ahora
My
están
God, is it ever gonna end? Is anybody gonna come to Keith Tremblay's help?
And here we are back. The match is now commencing. This is the IWF, and the title is on the line. There he is. He's taunting. He's ready. The first title match of the first episode of the season. I cannot believe the officer actually did this. He pulled this off. He actually put it on the line, as cowardly as he is. And here's the coward himself, the Officer Perez.
You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck.
Officer taunting. No respect here in Dayton, Texas.
Get out. Get out.
Get out of here! You suck!
Going from corner to corner. The officer is here trying to win the crowd over. Kissing the title, and hopefully he's kissing it goodbye.
The officer actually put his money where his mouth is today and is fighting the Repo Man for the title. This is huge. ICW's last standing
Just
member.
an FYI, he said his contract wasn't picked up because he sucked too much ass to get it picked up.
Wow. Dang. Hateful words.
It is very hateful coming
They're
from the
throwing low
officer.
blows at each other. It's been going on all in the Twitter sphere. If you see at the Repo Man Hopkins and at the officer, they're talking crap to each other nonstop on Twitter.
Twitter, Facebook, everything.
You know, they poke each other on Facebook just to be, you know, sarcastic about it.
Try to hurt each
sarcastic
other.
poke.
Yeah, try
know?
to see who can get the last poke in.
Yeah, you know, maybe poke each other's eyes. Boo!
Officer taunting his opponent.
Boo!
Waiting, stalking. You know what he's planning on. Seeing who the crowd likes more. Obviously, they're gonna like their
Let's get
hometowner.
And there's the bell.
Boy, the Repo Man Hopkins.
Here it is. The championship match. The fans are hyped.
Here it is.
We're here.
One-on-one.
It's late at night. We're cold, and we want to see some wrestling.
Here we go. They tie up. They tie up. They're tied up. What's going on here? No. Oh, neither opponent. That was a stalemate. Neither opponent
Obviously,
advancing upon that
Chunked him a little
exchange.
bit.
You suck. You suck.
Fans
Boys want
chanting
him to
the
come on.
officer.
They tied up again. Tied up again. Oh, Boyd, no. Another stalemate. Another stalemate. Neither opponent has strength over the other.
Get to wrestle.
I guess next would be testing of the speed. Who really has more speed?
I don't know. These guys don't.
They
have
are tied up
they're
with
not
the strength
fastest
again.
guys in the
Oh,
world.
there's Boyd. Quick fists to the ribs of his opponent, trying to break the officers off.
Oh, what
Officer
a punch
got the
in back.
back.
by officer.
Oh.
Jeez.
Boyd
One punch.
falls down.
And as he taunts the officer,
Very classic of Boyd to do. The Repo Man is definitely has the least amount of balance in all of
I
IWF.
don't know. If you've seen Big Diesel Dudes, he's pretty flimsy.
Yeah.
Oh, boom!
Oh, down
What another
again. Down again. That must have been a very powerful
I
blow.
can do this all day long.
All day
Yeah.
long.
Just
So
like-
obviously the officer being smarter than the Repo
He's winning the
Man.
punch war just like he wins the poke war on Facebook. All right, let's see what happens here.
Masterminding this whole match, thinking, plotting what he's going to do next, and that's why he's the IWF champion, because he can
What a
wrestle
chunk by
smarter.
Boyd.
He can wrestle
The Repo
smarter
Man.
than any other wrestler here in this federation. That's why he's our champion.
That's
There
right.
is another tie up. Oh, Boyd tossing him again.
Repo Man coming to collect any Greg.
Yes, he is collecting right now, collecting a debt that has been long overdue.
Chunking him.
Another chunk. The Repo Man clearly outsmarting
Oh!
it. The officer leaving the ring.
2, 3,
He's about to be counted out.
4.
He's waiting. He's
5,
just along the borderlines.
6, 7, 8.
None. They're backing right out the barrier. Right out the barrier.
4.
Champion being smart, getting a breather in there. The Repo Man biding his time, letting his opponent. Oh, here goes a punch to the ribs. He fell down again. Like I said, he doesn't have much balance. He normally falls down quite often, which is why the Repo Man is still kind of a beginner, but a beginner with a chance.
1, 2, 3. Let go. 1, 2.
Bending the rules, another reason why he is the champion right now.
2, 3.
Looks for every possible way to break any rule he possibly can. That's the character we have as a champion, the officer.
I want to disqualify you.
If he gets disqualified in this match, the title will go right back to the officer.
Get up.
I would think he knows that and he could care less. He's choking the referee. choking the referee. The referee could disqualify him, but what good would it do, honestly, seeing how he would just get the title back? The officer is known for doing this countless times. And there he is, a Boston Crab. And right now the referee is out. If the Repo Man had tapped right now, nothing would happen. The referee is still out. He's had this hold, he's almost got the barrier. Oh, he's in.
He got pad, but there's no ref to break it up.
He's outside of the barrier, the referee can't break it up.
I was just taking a nap. Might as well drink some coffee while I was sitting on Boyd.
He could use some donuts right now. I'm sure he could.
Boyd gets kicked in the back.
Here is slowly picking up Boyd, plotting what his next move is going to be. He's going for the back, it looks like.
Oh man, Repo
body
Man
slam.
down.
The Repo Man doesn't look like he could take much more of this. If there's one weakness or another weakness the Repo Man does have,
1, 2,
it would be his durability.
and his stamina.
Stamina.
1, 2, 2 count.
The Repo Man obviously was drinking before this
1,
match.
2, 2 count.
He is tired.
Give up. You don't belong here.
The Repo Man can drink some beer though.
Yes,
I heard he won one of those classic beer fests at the Skiles Dome. Pile driver! Oh my goodness! Isn't that right, Greg?
that is illegal, actually. A legal move from the IWF champion.
2 count.
A 2 count.
2 count. 2. I heard that.
Pushing the referee once again. The officer shows no respect. He figures, hey, I own this place. It's mine to do what I want with. There is another submission hold, a face lock.
3 count.
Boyd not tapping, the Repo Man still continuing the match. He's falling, he's fading, he's fading. He's fading.
Can you continue?
The officer has him, thumbs up. No, the officer mounting him. Continues another chokehold.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, let go of the arm. 4. Let go.
The referee breaking it up. It's clear the officer has definitely outsmarted his opponent here. He knows that he can't be, if he's disqualified, he just retains the title. So why should he even follow the rules in the first place?
5.
Boyd is down for the count. And here in the Biodome, if you are down for a 10 count, you lose the match.
Now count quick enough. Okay.
The officer wanted him clearly to count faster,
Okay. What?
as if,
2.
and of course the referee is going to do what he's told because he's on the officer's payroll.
1. He ain't getting up. 2.
Officer, no respect for competition whatsoever.
This is the man that was going to take my title. Don't interrupt.
He's still down. He must be out. He is out cold right now.
3.
He has not moved.
7. 12.
The officer misconstruing the count.
3. 4. 5. Look at that. We could have retained already. 7.
He's at an 8 count. The officer is out right now. Officer grabbing something. It is too dark to see here. He must have another trick up his sleeve.
Get back in the ring.
The officer is out right now.
Get back in the ring. I gotta count him out. 9. Hey. What's up? Get out of the way.
He's postponing his match.
Just count over. I'll do it.
Taunting inside. He's taunting his opponent. Just taunting his opponent. The officer clearly doesn't have what it takes to be an IWF champion. He's down, he's tired, he hasn't been training. The officer making him look like an amateur out there, dancing
6.
across his opponent.
7. 8.
The ref at an 8 count.
9.
He's at 9.
Half. 9 3/4.
The referee doesn't. Hey, here's a pin.
2.
Oh, the officer up again. Can the officer win this match? Is he just going to continue to... Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Can you continue? Leave him alone. Can you continue? Good. You sure? Good.
Hold on. Hold on.
Let's go. Continue.
You've got to be kidding.
There, tie up. They're tying up. Here they are. Oh, one opponent got a headlock. The officer slowly fading. Boyd punching him in the face. He could come back. There's the Boyd. Oh, it kicked right in the private parts from what it looks from here. That was a very low blow, but I guess you got to do what you got to do when you're in desperate moments. The officer slowly getting back up. The repo man very tired. Doesn't know what to do. He's just barely hanging in there. The only thing holding him up is his will to win. Shoulder tackle, still not. No, the officer's down.
These guys have been battling for 10, 15 minutes. They're tired, they're winded, they're giving it all they can right now.
I believe they're at 12 minutes, 26 seconds now.
Yep, around that.
Around that time. At or around approximately that
These
time.
guys look tired.
Time out.
He's calling a timeout. And is that
Officer,
legal?
come over here, check
The officer is, you know, the champion and owner as well. So I guess whatever he says goes.
Can you continue?
Referee checking his fist.
Do I need to stop the match?
He's as well taking a breather, but at the same time allowing his opponent to catch his breath, which could be a dangerous decision on his part. Here they are. And one again, another standstill. Another shoulder block. He got his arm, knocking the very tired repo man down to the ground. He's going for a
If you ask me, it looks like
leg
Repo Man's
sweep.
already finished the beer fest. He's like,
1, 2, 3,
he kicks out. Here they are, repo man
Ref,
on the ground.
ref.
Repo man on the ground. Referee coming in. Marcos has clearly won this match.
3,
He's making the repo man look like an amateur.
5,
Sorry I'm late, Greg. I had dinner with the wife anniversary, you know, and now I'm here at this wholesome pay-per-view.
Oh, a roll-up pin.
The officer has been rolled up, and a
3
3
a
count.
roll. Oh my
Boyd
God.
with an upset.
What? The repo man.
That's the repo man.
He had nothing. How did this even happen?
Repo just
The
victory
first
right from under him. That's what I
ever ICW wrestler winning an IWF championship. This is his first world championship. I cannot
Marcos.
believe this. This is a golden moment.
The officer is in shock right now.
He
Not
cannot
even looking
believe
at
it.
Boyd the champion.
One upset.
Does he even know? Does he even know that he lost his title?
Does he know what this means? Does the
you believe in
officer
miracles?
even know what this means?
He is
You believe in
processing it.
miracles? Yes.
He's processing it. I don't think they're both processing it. They can't believe it. The officer looking back, not knowing on what's going on. Boyd crying his childhood dreams onto that title. He
Everything.
cannot believe he just won.
Everything.
This is a huge upset, everyone.
Everything the Repo Man has trained for has lived up to this.
Well, actually, if you had watched Greg while you were late, the Repo Man was not training. He was tired. He was groggy. He somehow won this David and Goliath victory. I don't know how he won.
What an upset.
He pulled a rabbit out of a hat to win this match.
anything can happen at the prison yard. Anything. This is the biggest upset. The officer did not take this guy. Well, he took him lightly. Tell you the truth.
He took him very lightly. He could have ended the match, but he decided not to.
He could have won that match many times, and he just didn't. He was being cocky. He could have got counted out to 10. He didn't let him get counted out to 10.
And it's clear the Repo Man was down and out for over 40 seconds. No doubtly over 40 seconds. But the officer just didn't want to end it. He wanted to
The
continue.
officer looked stunned. If you could sum it up in one word. Actually, officer stunned is what is it called on Twitter? I can't remember.
Don't know.
It's trending on Twitter right now. Officer stunned is trending on Twitter. I don't know these.
He's losing it. Officer losing it is now trending on Twitter.
I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't think of the term. I'm not down with the young people. I don't know how this Twitter sphere works.
Yes.
But I'm getting
The
radio.
officer is horrified.
Hashtag officer got upsetted.
He's laughing.
This isn't over.
This isn't over.